IWC, what are y'all doing Saturday night? Are you going with your childhood hero, or you can't see me? Or are you going double or nothing? Let's figure it all out and ring the bell.
Saturday, 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 Saturday.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we're here with the RRW Weekly Review for WWE Smackdown and Monday Night Raw. Yeah, we all got all types of stuff to talk about here. But I'm here, joined, of course, with the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, Pretty Deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Click, clack. We're back. Ready to go.
I gotta say, man, you're dripping heavy with that coat today. If nobody knows, he's got the Sacramento Kings sports jacket on.
That's
Flair.
Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Woo! Shout out to Roots of Flight. I won the contest raffle, won the jacket, and now we on one, baby.
Now, it's really interesting. I know you got your CM Punk jacket from there, but this Ric Flair one, if you had not won it in the competition, would you have still purchased it at full price?
Absolutely not. But I appreciate it because looking at it in person, I have to give them credit. Roots of Fight. Did I say Roots of Flight? It's Roots of Fight. And they're a great company, make great clothes, very high quality clothes, and yeah, it's dripping. I like it. I'm gonna wear it. It ain't gonna stay in the closet, you know.
Just like me.
That's true. Yeah, just like all of us, just like all of you in the IWC. Sometimes. Yeah.
Man, if only Ric Flair was wearing that coat on that plane ride, huh? It would have been a little bit of a different outcome.
Yeah. This jacket brings a little bit of drip to it. Brings a little bit of riz, as the young people would say, you know. Yeah.
What you young people and old people have to do is bring some riz, bring some drip, and hit like, share, and subscribe at the bottom of the screen. Hey, why don't you leave a comment on how Combat Jones's Nickelodeon/Goosebumps hat looks? It's fresh, it's clean. Let us know in the comments.
It's fresh, it's clean. And you know what else is fresh right now and popping is the NBA playoffs.
Oh, God.
It's fresh and clean. It's orange and blue, but it's not green, baby. Yes. Okay. New York Knicks, baby. We celebrating a little early, but we celebrating.
Bro, they're tearing the city down for going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey, you better hope. You better hope. I'm going to ask your predictions, and I already know where you're going because you're biased, because you're brainwashed, because you have Stockholm Syndrome from watching the Pat McAfee show every damn day. I already know you're picking the Indiana Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah. In 6.
See, you're insane. In 6? You're insane. You're insane. You've been watching the show too much. Tyrese Halliburton has been doing too much press and talking that he's in his head. He's putting way too much pressure on himself. They have completely underestimated the New York Knicks. Let me ask you a question. You're a Celtics fan, right?
Yep.
Were the Celtics better than the Pacers?
This year or in the playoffs?
Yes. Just this year in the playoffs.
This year, yeah.
Okay. And who beat the Celtics?
Were the Cavs better than the Knicks this year?
In the season.
Okay.
But I called it that the Cavs were gonna choke.
I mean, they had a lot of injuries, but let's
Yeah, yeah. But just the inexperience, I don't know. But Tyrese Halliburton, they called it. Triple H called it. We all called it from back last summer or whatever when they were at the Garden and Brunson and Halliburton were there. They had their own shirts made. Brunson recently went on his podcast and called out Tyrese for getting that shirt made because Tyrese was like, "Oh, I got a Tyrese 317 shirt." And Brunson's like, "What are you doing? Like, you could have made your own shirt." Like, and then he's like, "Why did you show up in jean shorts and these weird ass boots? Like, it makes no sense." He's like, "Oh, you get it? I'm dressed like Stone Cold." And they're
they're going to
just
be
like,
in the ring.
What are you
right?
doing?
I mean,
What are you doing? They're going to be in the ring. They are going to be in the ring. And if you recall, Tyree's a little bigger, but you could tell who's the real bulldog there or who's Mr. Clutch of the Year, Brunson, because Brunson called him right outside the ring. He said, "You're soft. You know you're soft." You're looking at his hand. You already know what it's going to be. Nixon 5.
ooh, okay.
Nixon 5.
Okay.
Yeah, they ain't even about to be ready for what hit them last year. Like 4 or 5 of the Knicks were all injured, halfway injured, and then they gave it to him the last game or two. Brunson broke his hand, as they should have. There was no point in going forward.
Did you hear on Monday Night Raw that Pat McAfee and Michael Cole have a little wager with this? So
I seen that.
If I wasn't a Pacers supporter before, I am now because I want to see Michael Cole do a whole Raw in a tank top. I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. So
that's gonna be funny. Yeah.
So when you're let down that the Knicks don't get it done yet again this year, then you're at least going to be entertained by Michael Cole wearing a tank top on Raw.
Yeah. All right. If you say so. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's almost good that the Knicks shouldn't win at home because New York City will not look good the next day.
It already looked good like on a daily basis. So
it doesn't look good on a daily basis, but after they won Game 6 at home, it looked like New Year's Eve Times Square outside of the Garden. and like, come on, like, do you really have to give a free flight and a pass to this Pacers fan that wanted to show up to MSG wearing a stupid Pacers jersey?
He's like, a man of the people.
No, you don't do that. This is the playoffs. You can let that shit slide wherever. Doesn't matter what city during the regular season. Playoffs, you don't show up at a Yankees jersey to a Red Sox game. You don't do vice versa. You don't show up Knicks to Pacers. You don't do Pacers to Knicks. Celtics to Knicks. Boston, New York, Indiana. You don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good. That's not good for your health. That's doctor's order. Don't do that.
I got to ask you real quick. What's one of the nicknames you've given me over this show?
Pretty Deadly.
No.
Jestradamus.
Pacers in 6.
No.
This is not a prediction. No. It's a spoiler.
No. Pacers ain't. No. It's not going to happen. Everybody thinks it's going to be closer than it is, and it's not. The games are going to be close, but when you look at it from the outside perspective, from the record, it's going to be 4-1. Yes. Yes.
Whew. Man, oh man. Tyrese Halliburton's going to be in the new DLC pack for WWE 2K. Are you going to buy that?
No, I'm not buying that. But I already got it down. It'll come free with the,
Oh, right.
The package I already bought. I always get the full package because I have the full package.
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah. See, you got the full package. I got the small package. So we
okay. Small package pile driver. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite finisher is just dry humping her leg into submission. But
right. Well, shout out to AIW because you
Octane is coming out. Yeah. That's going to be pretty interesting. A lot of great content coming from a lot of our friends around the internet. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of watching the 2K players on the internet. It just kind of isn't a thing. But because of their characters that they've selected and created and stuff, I'm really interested to see how it goes. I think it's going to blow up, actually. So shout out to them. And they got a good cause of what they do over on their on their page, AIW, Artificial Intelligence Wrestling. Every 100 subscribers, they do a donation to a mental health charity. So, they're doing good things over there. A lot better than us. We don't do donations. So,
if that's the case, if you're donating to mental health, I will put my Cash App in the bio.
I was going to say all
they
your
don't
exes.
call me Combat Jones for a reason.
Yeah, he's Combat Jones has counseled a lot of ex-girlfriends for their
devil.
mental health in the past.
Have I? What about you? Jeez, come on.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think we all have. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Or one or vice versa. But
Yeah,
anyways.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bodega.Bros, one of my ex-coworkers I worked with on Instagram. Check them out. They got these cool pins. You can put them on your hat. You can put them on your hat. You can put them on whatever you want. You can put them right on your body, stick them right in your body. They should do that in a hardcore match. I don't know. Yeah, something. Got the hardcore one here. But shout out Instagram at Bodega.Bros.
Okay, there you go. Trademarks pending. Yeah, pick up your pins while you can. So
yes, pick up. Yeah. Shout out to them. Yep.
Shout out to everybody, man. I'm in a good mood today, even though we've kind of had a lackluster week of wrestling as far as SmackDown and Raw is really concerned. Raw actually was really good. I enjoyed Raw. That was a very enjoyable show. SmackDown wasn't my cup of tea, dog. But yeah, because we started out SmackDown with the new Bloodline coming out. We had Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa and Jeff Cobb. I got to let you know I've been thinking about this long and hard.
Okay.
Pause. But I want to rename myself to PD Mateo. Pretty Deadly Mateo instead of, because Jeff Cobb has changed his name to JC Mateo now. It is not Jeff Cobb. So even though everybody knows it's Jeff Cobb, and when he appeared on Backlash, they referred to him as Jeff Cobb.
Oh,
it was
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, it was referenced later in SmackDown that his name going forward will be JC Mateo.
See, I was gonna say I thought Snackdown. It should be Snackdown with some of the snacks on it. No, it shouldn't. SmackDown, I thought was kind of trash. In my opinion, I wasn't a very big fan. I thought Solo and Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo did a good job. I liked that bit actually. I thought Solo was very funny with what he's doing with Jacob, leading up to that little rivalry they got going. But besides that, Carmelo Hayes, he did good with Aleister Black. He cut a good promo. Aleister Black is good. I like him. But besides that, everything else, what we did.
Like you and I have talked about off cameras, like we feel like they're kind of mailing in SmackDown and like focusing on Raw because it's on Netflix. But you got to remember, overseas SmackDown's on Netflix too. So,
right.
I don't really understand it, but it seems like all the star power is over on Raw right now, and nothing against the people on SmackDown. And weren't they also advertising Cody Rhodes to be there, and he never showed up?
I could have swore they've been advertising Cody Rhodes for like the last 2 weeks now to show up on something, and he hasn't been there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just one of the weeks, or maybe it was last week or something. But I could have swore I saw it advertised somewhere. I could have swore I'd mentioned it too, but yeah, it's 3 hours of SmackDown. Is rough. It's rough.
Do you think they're saving Cody for Saturday night's main event to like save R-Truth or something?
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say I kind of like my predictions are kind of all over the place with that of what's gonna happen.
You think R-Truth's gonna beat John Cena?
I don't know. We'll have to wait.
They made it a non-title match for a reason. If Cena was just going to win, why wouldn't they just make it a title match?
That's what I'm thinking. And I was saying that, and then somebody was like, "Oh, well, do you think R-Truth really deserves a title match?" I said, "No, you're right. He doesn't. But does he really deserve a match with John Cena against a champion in the main event of Saturday Night Main Event? In that case, too."
That's going to be the main event?
Oh, I don't know if it is, but I would
assume, yeah.
I would assume.
Or the tag match, maybe.
Yeah, the tag match could be too. Maybe they'll do one or the other first, or with them we got Jey Uso and Logan Paul for the championship.
Yeah, I
So,
don't see that as a main event. But I gotta say, I'm gonna talk about it later with Raw with the main
Yeah.
event of Raw. But like, yeah, I got some things to say about Jey Uso, man. You might want to stick around, and while you're here, sticking around, waiting for those comments, hit like and subscribe, please. But yeah,
hit the like button. Hit the like button.
hit that mother. Yeah, Money in the Bank. What's that? That's at end of June, I think, right?
Yeah, it's like June 6th or June something.
Oh, okay, it's not the end.
June.
Okay, it's
Early
yeah.
June.
So,
Yeah.
we did have a couple Money in the Bank qualifiers on SmackDown. We had on the women's side, Alexa Bliss, Michin, and Chelsea Green, and
Yep.
a lot of people are kind of upset that Alexa Bliss won. I guess a lot of people wanted Chelsea Green to win, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like all these, like I assume all of these fan pages on X that are like Alexa Bliss is SZN, is that season? Like Alexa Bliss season or Chelsea Green season. Like all these like wicked fan pages are like really like fat, greasy, older guys that like
Okay.
you know what I mean? You know the fan pages on X that's like every post is about like a specific wrestler that they like and they just put down every wrestler that they don't like. Like
Right.
show your face. We want to see what you look like because I guarantee
Yeah.
you're like a weird middle-aged fat dude.
Yeah, we love the people that say all talk all the stupid trash on all social media sites and don't have real photos on their profile or their address or their phone number or pictures of their family. Yeah.
Okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
real specific there. I got you.
But I'll find it out. I can find all that information out if I want to. I've learned enough from watching you, watching you over and over and over. Yeah.
We get the info one way or another.
Shout out to Joe. Yes.
Yeah, so I think this was the right winner here. Alexa Bliss has gotten like really positive response since she's been back. I mean, Mi Chin, everybody, if you've watched, you know that you and I both really enjoy Mi Chin, but I think she's just kind of stuck in purgatory where she's at as far as on the wrestling card. And Chelsea Green, you know what? They gave her the United States title, and you know, all respect to all performers in the ring and stuff, but I just don't feel it with her. Like and then people say, "Oh, why didn't she win this and go to Money in the Bank?" Well, obviously they're not expecting her to even win Money in the Bank, so why even have her qualify at that point? Like,
right.
Just to have her lose at Money in the Bank, and then people can complain that she didn't win Money in the Bank. Like,
that's I'm not sure where they're going with the Money in the Bank yet with the women. I hope I don't know where they're going, and they didn't already. That's all I'm gonna say for Raw. You know.
Yeah, no, I think that I see what you're doing, but I think I know
three
where
more left. We got 3, and we got 3 left to be announced, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Combat Jones' favorite, a 6-way women's match.
Yeah, I mean, always follow your heart. You know, unless your heart is bad with directions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get?
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you get Chinese food the other day? It sounds like it's on a fortune cookie or something.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well,
so
I guess I'm not wearing any pants today.
Oh, you neither?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. There's a reason we only record from the waist up, but
yeah, Patrick. Oh, I meant Jesse.
Yeah. So I think I know where they're going with the women's Money in the Bank after Raw too, but I think it's different from what you're thinking.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So
I think. I mean, it might not be good either way. I don't know. WWE is kind of like tricking me right now. I'm not sure what to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to think where they're going, especially with Karrion Kross. Don't piss me off, WWE.
Bro.
Do not piss me off. I haven't been mad or had a real problem with WWE in a long time. But I'm about yay close.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yay big.
Yeah, yeah, about
another
yay,
thing we got in common.
Yay big, yeah. Oh, yay close, and yay big, yeah.
Yeah, are they not even going to put him in a qualifier match?
See, that's what we got to wait and see. If they do, I'll be happy. If we go through all this, because they had him on the main event show a week or two ago, and the crowd reception was crazy for him.
Yes.
But if they're just playing with his contract or doing some type of bullshit now, and he gets released or something, and it goes nowhere, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Choice words. I don't understand how you look at. Okay, just look at it right now.
Okay.
And we'll talk about Karrion and Kross. I think only 2 men have qualified for Money in the Bank so far, so we do have some hope. But Jey Uso, CM Punk, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, LA Knight, just to name a few. Karrion Kross is outselling them in merch right now with 1 t-shirt out.
Exactly.
Like, what are we doing?
And what's a 5-letter word for happiness? Money.
I thought you were going to say cross. I was like, okay, cool, yeah.
Cross. That's 4 letters.
Please don't let us down, WWE.
That's 5 letters. Never mind. Okay. Cross. Yeah. Yes.
We got it. Yes, we got it.
Yeah. Cross. Money. All that. Same thing.
Karrion
He
Kross
is money.
needs to qualify for Money in the Bank. I cannot stress this enough.
Yep.
The other thing I'm disappointed with WWE right now is we had Fraxium versus DIY in a tag team match. Where is Pretty Deadly at? They call up Fraxium to the main roster, and DIY takes Pretty Deadly takes a back seat.
Yeah, and they beat the Street Profits last week too, in a non-title match. They're really trying to put them over, huh?
I just don't get it. Take off
somebody
the mask.
Somebody need to take that mask off. El Grande Americano need to show up and take that damn mask off too. I don't know if this guy is a luchador or
I don't think
what
he is,
or if he just thinks he's a superhero. Where's the mask? I guess I get that vibe more than the luchador one. No, they're very impressive in the ring though. Very great in the ring. It's almost like it's where they should go where the best wrestle. You know. yeah. But,
yeah, they're about the size for it. Yeah.
No,
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
By the way, just for the world stops, so everybody needs to know, because everybody has been concerned and want to know this whole time of what is going on. Special announcement: Darby Allin has reached the peak of Mount Everest and planted the AEW flag. He has defied the odds of death, so he can now come back down and do more death-defying stunts, which or more likely to get himself killed, to get himself unalived
on
AEW TV for a venue of 2,000 people to watch rather than climbing Mount Everest. So, Darby Allin, we congratulate you.
Now I gotta say, this is what I gotta say. Darby Allin planting the AEW flag on the top of Mount Everest. He's winning the title from Jon Moxley now. The fact that he did that for AEW and Tony Khan, if Tony Khan does not put the title on him, he is a complete idiot. Absolute idiot.
And he's in the Guinness World Book for getting a kickflip, the highest elevation in the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It'd be a shame for him to go up there and risk death to come down here and break his neck in some stupid-ass match with Jon Moxley now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it wouldn't be Jon Moxley. It would be like...
Wouldn't it be ironic? Don't you think? A little too...
I was lipping it while you did it. It's like raining. I swore I wasn't going to sing. On your wedding day. What a banger.
I know, right?
I got to go back through her catalog, because now that we're not now that we don't judge other music, I don't judge other music like I did when I was a kid. There are some bangers out there that we missed.
She's got some bangers. She's got some bangers. Yeah.
Man, oh man. like you said, another banger of a match was Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes. Like they kind of really did their thing here. It sucks that it really ended in like a no contest, I guess, or whatever, because the Miz got involved. But Aleister Black is doing his thing. I hope it seems like he's going to kind of stay on that mid card type level.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know if
big
we were
things
going to
for him.
get some type of, tag or like story out of something with Aleister Black and this and that. Like, where does he go next? And then is the Miz and Carmelo Hayes are good together, and Carmelo Hayes won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, so
Over Karrion Kross.
Over Karrion Kross, which people were booing, which they did not like, which was stupid. It made no point. Karrion Kross could have easily took that position and went against Aleister Black and had some bangers of a match. But you can't take anything away from Carmelo Hayes because he is great too. And he's great with The Miz. The Miz is great too. You got to give him respect. He's been there the whole time. So don't say I didn't say anything nice, Yeah. Yeah. So shout out to The Miz. But man, yeah, we had talked a lot about Karrion Kross and about and you had mentioned about what if him and Aleister Black had a rivalry or a tag team rather, yeah, and they called it, and people were calling it Black Cross.
Oh,
that
okay.
could be their name. That could be their name. Yeah. So shout out to the Twitter and the TikTok world. Throwing that out there in our YouTube comments and wherever it was. Yeah.
That's a good idea. We should have
Black
thought of
Cross.
that.
Yeah. But no, like Karrion Kross needs his own thing. He needs the Money in the Bank, and that's that. If you don't win the Money in the Bank, I'm going to be pissed at you, Triple H.
Oh.
Paul Levesque. Yeah. And I know you care. I know you'll lose sleep over that. Yeah.
Solo Sikoa won the qualifier over Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix. It would have been cool to see Ray Phoenix in this ladder match, but that's kind of, I don't know. Good for Solo. Like I said before, He's held down the Bloodline storyline for like the last year or so, and kind of did his thing, and he hasn't really earned his flowers besides the Oofalafa, but that's just made up anyway. So
yeah, and him with Jacob Fatu finishing his sentences like you want to say it that you love me, yada that I mean, yeah. And everybody thought with Jeff Cobb or JC Mateo coming that Zilla Fatu was going to show up, but he seems to be entangled in some drama in the greater Houston area where he's from before he's even made it yet, with plenty baby mamas and plenty women trying to trap him and hold him down. He is using his family's name and making all of the best of it. It's catching up with him, so it seems. So the internet world says. The IWC.
Got to spread that bloodline,
Yeah, spread the bloodline. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Them Usos, man, I bet you they shoot ropes.
Yeah.
For as many of them as there are.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, god dang.
There's a reason Jey Uso yeets all the time. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax don't care about it. It is what it is. I'm over pointless. Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, what are we doing now with them? Where are they even going with it? Like, it makes no sense. Over and over.
It sucks because I like Tiffany Stratton, but I just do not care about anything she's doing.
And it seems like Jade has kind of got wrapped up in that whole thing too, right? From the week before, and Nia Jax, and it's like, what are we doing? Then Charlotte, kind of comes down there and gets, like, what is Charlotte even doing too at this point? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you got Naomi, who was on fire, Jade Cargill, You got Charlotte, you got Bianca, who ain't doing anything right now.
Yeah.
And like, we're having the main event be Tiffany Stratton, and no disrespect to her or whatever. I like her work. I'm just not liking what she's doing. And Nia Jax. Like,
yeah.
The Nia Jax experiment failed. I think everybody could the writing was on the wall last week. And I understand it's like a rematch from Tiffany and Nia being friends last year and whatever, but that ship has sailed like 6 months ago.
Right.
Not feeling it. Not feeling it, man. I need to get myself pepped up, and I need to get myself a little bit more juiced up. And sometimes you and I have needed to kind of get like that feel good energy, that music, that song that really gets us pumped up and
oh yeah, I know,
juiced and loaded.
You want to hear that song?
I got to get something, man. I know you're the hype man. I know you got the energy. You got to bring the juice.
You want something?
I'm leaning on you heavy for this one. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. Ooh.
Yeah.
If I needed that was like the greatest rock band of all time. Man,
yeah.
Oh, man. Who does the vocals for that song?
That was me. That's why we didn't hear them.
Okay,
we only heard the
Come
guitar
on, man.
part. Yeah. That's why we only heard the guitar part.
Man.
Yep.
Twice a day, baby. If you don't know, you should know.
Twice a day.
I am juiced right up. I am pumped. I'm super excited. I did not know that was coming. I didn't even know you had that, so that's exciting.
Well, I told you I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Yes, taking place in Greenville, South Carolina. We are pumped. We are on our way. Oh, I know, man. Your man showed up here, so I know you're excited about it. I know you're pumped up.
Yeah.
This was the better of the two shows for me, so I'm really a bit juiced up about it.
Yeah.
It started off with Logan Paul come out to the ring. Logan Paul did great here. I know a lot of his promos were like forced and kind of iffy, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Loved his promo here. Really enjoyed it.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing better. It seemed more natural. Like he was just feeding off the crowd and saying what he had to say. And he kind of does his thing. He that's kind of his thing, to be a little corny too, to try to come off and be a little corny and think he's funnier than everybody and just think he's better than everybody. And that's what he does best when he plays himself. Right.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
I think it's just they just give him they need to give him a little freedom and just let him do his thing, you know what I mean? And
yep.
But it's not so contrived or whatever, and just let him kind of talk and say what he needs to say and get it out and like
go for the cheap heat. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to get it. You might as well let him take it.
Now, this was like the confrontation afterwards that really got me hyped because we heard Gunther's music to a monster pop. And I don't think that they really were behind Gunther. They just didn't want to hear Logan Paul. So when they were probably thinking Gunther about to come screw this dude right up. So
well, if you're going to choose one or the other, the people are going to root for Gunther. Exactly.
He can't stay heel for too long. As I love Gunther's delivery, how he will sit there and compliment somebody, but you knew it was
about to come. He's like, no, hold up. Yeah. Hold up now. Yeah.
I have to respect you. You are a YouTube world, the number one. Like that. Yeah. I think he can speak better English than he does. I think that's part of the shtick. I think the way he does it. I enjoy the shit out of Gunther, man. So good.
He's getting better, especially when he talks. Yeah, and he does his talking thing. Before, when he was just I don't know, the Intercontinental reign, it was just too long and it's just too much. But when he actually gets out and talks and shows a little more of his personality and kind of does that thing where he's going to compliment you, but then it's a backhanded compliment because he's about to come bring the heat right after. He's kind of got his way of doing it now, and he's the formula for it, and I enjoy that part of it. Yeah.
So good.
And after Pat McAfee, he even showed more. He's like, even they got, he took it like a man. You was a little bitch. Exactly.
So good. That the only thing I can think of for Money in the Bank besides Karrion Kross winning, which he's got to win, but if they turned Gunther face, he won the title, and Ludwig Kaiser wins Money in the Bank, and it turns into a thing. Like that's the
Oh,
only.
yeah.
That's
Seems
the
like they
only
let
thing.
that go. They let Ludwig Kaiser go. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets, released. And then
Well,
remember the other guy, whatever his name was? I don't remember his name anymore.
Giovanni Vinci
Vinci. He came out with the nice looking Speedo and all that, packing.
for 2
and
matches and got
came
released.
out of the nice car. Yeah. Did he get officially released?
I believe so. A
Oh, he
while
did
back,
get
not this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yeah. So, Ludwig, I'd be a little worried for.
Well, they just had him. You know how in the UK they have like when we get commercial breaks, they get like exclusive like interviews, which I think sucks. But
right. Yeah.
oh no, it was on last week on Raw because
No,
Ludwig
he
Kaiser
had
was
a little.
yeah, because that's when Braun Breaker
Yeah.
attacked Jay backstage was during Ludwig Kaiser's little thing he was doing. So
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, Gunther came out like a ball of fire, man, and and I like how they did this because he came out and confronted Jay last week, and it made me think, and I've said it that Jay's gonna win because Gunther's confronting Jay, but now he came out and confronted Logan Paul, so now it's like, well,
yeah,
will Logan Paul win this weekend?
Right.
I don't think so.
And and Logan was talking about how he facts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Facts.
So good.
And then Jey Uso came up and knocked his ass out with a super kick, laid his ass out. Fact.
Ooh. Fact.
Crowd went crazy. Fact.
4 letters, 1 word.
Yeet.
Yeah. I'll wait till the main event for that.
Okay.
Finn and JD McDonough defeated Penta and AJ Styles with the help of your boy El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
Once again.
Gracias.
Which led to Roxanne Perez was backstage with Adam Pearce and officially signed her contract to become part of the main roster, so the draft doesn't even matter anymore.
Congratulations. Roxanne Perez.
Finn Balor brought her into the clubhouse to give Dom some chicken nuggies.
Oh, she did. She gave him a nice box of chicken nuggies, all nicely packed too. Carlito got a bag full of apples. And who knows what Finn got?
2 fingers, maybe.
Maybe he got a hotel room key. Yeah, he didn't get no carbs. I'll tell you that. And Raquel didn't look very happy. She didn't get nothing either.
Do you think Finn's got he's got no body fat, bro? Do you think he's got dick muscles? Like biceps on his dong?
I mean, you don't do workouts?
No.
You can't.
Oh,
you can't.
You got the little dumbbell?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
Well, I don't, but you would think I did.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you would think I did. Yeah, okay. You would think I did. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to all the girls in the IWC that Combat Jones have been. Never mind. All right.
There's only one special lady out there for me.
Just changes week to week.
It's my hand. No,
I got you. Pamela. Yeah.
No, I cut ties with Pamela from California from the pre-show because she didn't want to pay me a cut of that OnlyFans money. She took some of that, her riding the Sabian on our show.
Yeah,
she didn't want to give us a cut, but
I was gonna say the reaction to that was buzzing. Yeah.
But back in Texas, we call ice cream frozen cow juice.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
While we're bringing up some shit like that, just to kind of flip the script.
Shout out to Mikey out in Texas.
That's right.
Yeah,
if you call soda pop, you're an asshole. I just got to say that. It doesn't say pop anywhere on the bottle. It says soda. So I want to dead this right now. We live in Western New York. We call it pop. Yeah. Eat an ass because you suck. It's soda. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, for anybody that says New York City that upstate doesn't count as being part of New York, well, it does, but Western New York does not count as New York. You might as well rope them in with all the Ohio people and the northern Pennsylvanians and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Buffalo Bandits, who cares about lacrosse?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
anyway, a lot of people are saying that Liv is going to come back and seeing Dom
Yeah.
cozied up to Roxanne, and it's going to cause some heat and friction in the Judgment Day. If you remember, this is exactly what Finn did with Rhea Ripley. Is she's the one that drove the wedge in between Dom and Rhea.
Okay.
So now,
okay. So do you think Roxanne is going for Finn? Do you think Finn's going for Roxanne, or are you trying to say that Finn is bringing in Roxanne to try to drive the wedge, or seduce Dom? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Dom should go babyface, or do you think he should stay heel and just kind of feed off that good energy he's still getting from the crowd?
No, I think he should turn babyface. I think he's going to see through it.
You think he should go completely babyface?
Yes.
Now, can he still do all his dirty Dom tactics and still be dirty Dom then? If he turns babyface, will he still get the reaction? Can he still
Eddie
wear
Guerrero,
the black?
Bro. Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
But they're obviously doing Dom and Finn, and like Finn can't be the babyface. So like
that's
they
what I'm. Yeah,
they gotta clearly define it.
That because I was in a heated argument with somebody, and they were saying, he can't do that, and I said, well, it's not necessarily true. He can kind of do both. I'll level with you there. He could do both, but between Finn and Dom, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy?
Dom.
Exactly.
No
Dom's a good guy. Finn's a bad guy. Now, I was at a loss for words. I didn't see this coming. I thought it was a joke when they threw out this word. I wanted to ask if you've ever heard of it. Have you ever heard the wrestling term tweener?
Not yet.
Are you familiar?
Yeah. Well, I've heard that term, but not in wrestling. Yeah, like the in-betweener. Yeah.
Yeah, tweener. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there was another term for that for people that, like teen wieners, but yeah. Yeah. I've heard it in a few different settings, yes.
Okay.
Go all across the board with that one. Yeah.
Okay. It was a new one for me. Tweener. Okay. I never heard that before.
Good. I'm glad that that's new for you and not something you know about.
Okay.
Really makes me sleep better at night.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Tell them that they got that from a... Yeah. It's a little bit, out there.
I might be a yeah.
That's what people said Stone Cold was, because he was like the baby face, but he still
anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Thank you. Yeah. These people on the internet, bro, they come up with stuff.
I know. I just can't believe them. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I can't stand like the little terms they come up with. Like, oh my God.
I know I shouldn't have gotten out of bed today. Yeah.
Go back in bed and take care of your tweener.
Yeah.
So after they announced Roxanne's on the Raw main roster now, she had a Money in the Bank qualifier between her, Becky, and Natalya. It's good to see Natalya back. I liked Natalya a lot. Obviously, she wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
I think the right person won here. I think that
definitely.
Lyra came out and interfered. I think that's going to obviously further the Lyra and Becky feud going forward to an eventual Bayley return. But Roxanne, I think, really needs to be in this match.
You see Becky going for it. Oh, that don't work for me, brother. When Lyra's going to hit her off the thing, she's like, no, I'm not going there. I'm going over here. You're hitting me off this. Yeah.
Yeah. So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It was good, though. Yeah, Barry. Yeah. No, I'm happy.
The double sharpshooter Natalya put on Becky and Roxanne was really cool.
Yeah.
That outfit was screaming.
Yes.
I was ready to.
Yeah.
You can't hold back Natalya's talent.
Woo! Yeah. No. She good. No, she got a wrestling school. She helps everybody over, helps everybody out. She's been helping a lot of the people out that have been released to get their stuff back together and, place to wrestle and keep their skills sharpened. So
yeah. Tyson Kidd is one happy man. Just got to say that.
Yeah. Yes. Roxanne Perez, let's go.
That she qualifies for Money in the Bank. So this is what I was going to say. Roxanne Perez is going to win Money in the Bank. I think
Ooh.
that needs
Okay.
to be her next kind of avenue. I think they put a lot of stock in her with what she's doing. I think she's knocked it out of the park. Roxanne and EO could feed families.
They would eat.
Eat.
They would eat. Yeah.
Let us
Yeah,
eat.
between whoever the three that we got in there. Yeah. But Alexa Bliss, she gets a good reaction with the crowd, I'll say that. She definitely does, but is she money in the bank material? Not unless they plan on strapping the rocket to her, you know.
No, I thought you were talking about strapping on something else.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah. As for now, Roxanne out of the three, we'll get to the third, but Roxanne is my pick so far.
Yeah.
So
Sheamus defeated Grayson Waller. The crowd was chanting Austin Theory. This is just leading to a Grayson Waller Austin Theory split.
Which they could have done like a year ago. Already.
Yeah, it's a little bit past the point. So the other Money in the Bank qualifier was Rhea, Zoe Stark, and Kairi Sane. Returning Kairi Sane's cool to see her back, but I gotta say, like, I feel bad for Zoe Stark. Like,
now,
Zoe
Stark went up. It looked like she went to do a coast to coast missile drop kick because Kairi Sane. Now, whose fault was this? Because did it seem like it was just like
it's one of those things that happens.
One of them things like a bad accident, because it almost seemed like Kairi Sane was like too far away, and Zoe was like trying to like compensate and get farther, and that's why she didn't. So I was like, is this Kairi Sane's fault? I was almost blaming it in my head on Kairi Sane, because if Kairi Sane would have been closer, the drop kick wouldn't have had been so far, and she would have caught her already with it. But she was trying to get too far, so she put her leg down, but she wasn't even trying to hit her because she couldn't even get to her. I'm blaming it all on you, Kairi Sane. It's all your fault. Yeah. Now Zoe Stark is Jason Tatum.
What? That's messed up. That's messed up. But you know what really sucks, because
Knicks
Sonya
in
Deville.
6, Celtics suck up.
I thought you said Knicks in 5.
I was talking about the Celtics series.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so what really sucks is that Sonya Deville got released, Shayna Baszler got released, Zoe Stark was kind of the last of the collective, and now it looks like she's going to be kind of put on the shelf for a while. And I like Zoe Stark, so
yeah.
Oh well, T's and P's out to her. Rhea Ripley qualifies, so this is where you think they're going with the Money in the Bank, is Rhea Ripley?
No, I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Yeah. No, but I think she's the biggest name in it so far. She can get the title shots anyway. She don't need it. I think she'll make it a better match, I guess, with what they'll need to do, and have the strength to do some crazy shit. And she's great, but kind of over the whole Rhea Ripley thing right now. And no, I'd just be disappointed if she won.
I can see that. Yeah.
She just keeps interjecting herself into everything and has to keep it like.
And I think, you know what, like, not for nothing, I think like she needs to kind of just maybe take some time off, because how can we miss you if you don't go away, But
yeah, that's true.
And it's nothing against her. Like, I like Rhea Ripley, but it's just like you said, like, there's only so much she can do. Like, she's already.
Yeah.
Once you hit the ceiling, where can you go from there?
And when Liv comes back from filming her major motion picture, she will probably win an Oscar for her performance.
Oscar probably enjoyed her performance.
Oh, cool! I see what you did there. That's clever. Yeah. Liv Dom, baby, Liv Dom till the end of time. Yeah, I don't see like Liv and Rhea even having beef at that point. And if you're saying what you're saying is correct, Liv and Dom will go babyface together. No, they will have to. You see a mixed tag match coming in the future.
No.
Liv and Dom versus Raquel and Finn. Or not Raquel, Roxanne and Finn versus Liv and Dom.
This is what it is. Is that...
Okay, Jester Damas.
Here we go. You ready for this one?
Piss some people off. Do it.
Rhea is going to see through it, and she's going to smarten Dom up to him getting played, and she's going to pull him out of it. Because she's going to say, Dom, this is what Finn did to you with me and Liv. Like, why can't you see through this? Figure it out. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Liv's not going to be happy because Rhea's going to smarten Dom up. Roxanne's there just as a piece, and the Roxanne-Rhea feud is going to brew.
Oh.
So they're going to go off under their thing. Then we're going to have Dom and Finn. Rhea and Dom are back together. I know you Liv Dom fans don't like it, but it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
So what happens with Liv then?
Who cares?
Oh, come on. Liv is what held the WWE down the last year with the championship and all that. She can't just go away like that.
Or you can make it like Liv and like Rhea and Roxanne. Like Rhea smartens Roxanne up to like, hey, Finn's just manipulating you, whatever, and pulls her out. So then it's Dom, Rhea, and Roxanne. But I like Roxanne as a heel.
Yeah, me too.
And
yeah.
then you can have Liv, Raquel, and Finn. But
okay.
Time will tell. I like my first thing better. Edit it out. Go to that first one. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah.
So the main event of the night was Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker, and we had seen all night like little things leading up to this, like we saw Seth talking to Logan and everything else, and I'm gonna say this right now: people need to start putting some respect on Jay's name, because he had a decent match with Gunther to win the title. He had a great match with Seth Rollins in his first title defense. This match was great. And at a certain point, you got to say like, oh, well, all these other people are making him look good, but he's in there too. So like, is he a 5-star wrestler? No. Is he like the greatest mat tactician of all time? No. But like, he's holding his own in these spots and in this spotlight. And his intro is just electric, and everybody's on their feet and going crazy and going nuts and throwing the yeet, and he's incorporating the kids now and just having this whole thing. It's like a whole like spectacle just to see him come out to the ring. And then when he's in the ring, he's actually producing. Like, dude looks like a world champion. Ever since he won that world championship, when he comes out with that title, he looks like a world champion. Like,
yeah, he looked good with the belt. He looks good with the belt. It's not like the belt's making him to a certain extent, right? Like he was at that level. The shtick is still alive. Like, it's not getting stale with the audience. Everybody in the place is still yeeting. Like, he's consistent in the ring. He does his things. Everything he does looks good. It's quality over quantity, at that point. And you can't, some people might find it boring, the same thing every time, but he produces. If he was doing the same thing in AEW, people would say it was the best thing since sliced bread, Yeah. So it come like
my only criticism is he needs a clean win over Logan Paul this weekend, because Seth Rollins and him ended in a DQ. This match with Braun Breaker ended in a DQ because Seth Rollins jumped in. He needs a clean win to kind of like cement himself as, okay, I'm here. I'm a world champion. Got my first clean title defense.
Okay. I think he'll get that too. I think we'll get
so.
To that.
And check this out. This is my other prediction, because everybody's talking about a third man in this Seth Rollins group.
Yes.
Put Logan Paul with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, because you're still getting people cheering for Seth. You're still getting people cheer for Braun. You put Logan Paul with them, and they will get the boos. They will get the heat.
That's true. I
just
like
to
that.
have him with them. He's the third guy. They've been interacting.
Okay.
Put Braun and Logan in a tag team. Like, that would even be a great tag team, because you got the power and the high flyer. Like, let Logan Paul be the third guy and just run with that. I mean, Logan Paul with Paul Heyman would be great. Like,
because we're kind of getting this weird interaction. This is what I want to talk about. This is kind of what I like with the whole thing going on, because we got Jey Uso, champion, obviously. We got Logan, we got Gunther, we got Seth, right? And they're all kind of going after the championship. besides Jay that already has it. But we kind of don't know who's going to get it. Like, and like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I don't know what they're doing with this whole thing and everything. But now they're all kind of running and gunning for it, and we don't really know what's next, who's going to get it, or who's going to go after who next, and who gets it. And that they're like so many variables how it's changing with that. But I like your idea with Logan joining the group because Seth had talked to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now he's kind of like thinking about it, understanding like, well, maybe if I can't win it, then I'd rather join, and it becomes stronger regardless, So yeah, that's a good idea. But I like what they're doing with WWE now with that storyline in particular, because we don't know what's next. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell is going towards Money in the Bank. I don't know what the hell is going towards SummerSlam with any of that. Anybody could be champion still. I would hope that they're going to leave it on Jay and ride it till there's no more left to ride, and the shtick is still alive for Jay.
I agree, and I think there's a lot of people on the internet saying that Sami Zayn is going to be like the third guy or something. I don't see that happening. I don't.
Right.
Why would he be coming out to Jay's aid and standing with CM Punk and coming in and fighting? Like, it just. Okay,
unless he's going to see something happen towards the end, unless they're going to change his mind somehow. And it's not like he's like already thinking he's on their side. Something's going to have to happen for him to be like, oh, screw these guys, screw Jay and screw Punk. Like, I don't want to deal with them. But that would be, I don't know. They could do a triple tag match too. The same thing, like Jay, Sammy, Punk, Braun, Seth, Logan. And
you got to remember, at some point Roman's got to come back too, so
Cody's got to come back too. Who's got
I think Cody's going to go after Cena, though. I think he's going to keep this storyline separate. You know what I mean?
They got to keep, and that's what I thought. Maybe Cena should join that group. But then I'm like, they can't, because then the brands, it's already too, they got to keep it separate, and then it's just too murky, and it's too many titles. But at least what they're doing with Jay, it's like you don't know who's gonna win next. Even though, like I said, they need to keep it on Jay. If not, it's gonna look like they're doing them real dirty from what they did with the Intercontinental title already. But it's adding validity to it with having Seth go after it, having Gunther go back at it, and then Logan too is kind of like that X Factor.
I'd like to see him and Gunther in a rematch, and Gunther putting the sleeper on him, and then having Jay do like the Bret Hart WrestleMania 8 where he runs up the ropes and flips over and gets the pin. Like, that'd be like the legit. I think that'd be that. I thought that should have been the finish at WrestleMania, but
he needs to take out Gunther again. And then he needs that clean win over. Because
Gunther said last week he still doesn't respect him and doesn't think highly of him. So once he gets another win, I think that's the turning point for Gunther, where he shows the respect. Jey Uso gets his flowers as the world champion. Everybody kind of moves on from it. I think that's because if Gunther beats Jay needs a rematch, and it's just going to keep going, So,
and we've already seen little shades of that with Gunther, with showing respect to Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, and that whole thing that happened too, which is cool. So yeah.
So man, that was. What do you all think of Raw and SmackDown? Who do you think is going to be the third member of Seth Rollins' group? If there's going to be, let us know in the comments down below.
Seth came in and interrupted the match with Braun and Jay, and then Sammy came out, of course.
Right.
Sammy came out, and then we got the...
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, we got the Cult of Personality returning again. CM Punk. Yeah, Punk is back.
We got the Punker and the Ska Man teaming up together. They look good as a tag team too. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to see Sammy and Punk together? Exactly.
And this is really cool because it fed off from when CM Punk first came back, and Sammy made little comments on a podcast about how they're not really friends or anything, and they've slowly built it on screen as becoming friends with the War Games match, and now this and leading on and stuff. It's kind of cool how they've built a relationship on screen that's kind of stemmed from them
Yeah.
saying that they weren't friends off screen, you know?
Yeah, because like it goes back to the Ring of Honor thing with him,
Mhm.
Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, El Generico, and then CM Punk and them having problems back in the day back then, which who knows what was what. But regardless, Punk is Punk too, and
Mhm.
it is what it is. But
It is what
now
it
we
is.
are where we are now, and got to make it work. But
Yeah.
Sammy and Punk is a cool dynamic. We'll see where they go with it.
Well, we are going to see where they go with it because
We
I
are.
want to hear your predictions quickly for this Saturday. It's Saturday night's
No,
main event
don't
in
do it
Tampa,
yet.
Florida. It
Is it?
will
Yes,
be,
yes.
yes, and it will
Okay.
be a star-studded event. Saturday night's main event. We're probably going to see Jesse the Body Ventura return. That's going to be exciting. Him and Pat's dynamic on the mic is quite funny.
I gotta say, I love the Saturday night main events. I love the whole aesthetics of it all. I love that they use the whole retro throwback music, the retro graphics, the vibes. I love that it's on NBC, bringing it back, showing it to a bigger audience. Even though we got the playoffs going on and other stuff that weekend too. We got Double or Nothing, which is the following night, Sunday night. But still, it's crazy. And what a card they got built for this one. I think by far this is the best Saturday night main event card that they've had so far.
Agreed.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
We're going to start out with Drew McIntyre. He was healthy, thank God, versus our friend, the good old DP, in a steel cage match.
Oh, God.
I've never seen DP in a cage before, so this is going to be really exciting for me.
Yes. How do you fit all that in there? That's got to be a big cage.
I have no clue.
Yeah,
but this,
hard steel and a DP.
I think this has the potential to be match of the night because these guys have just proven. Damian Priest has really proven to be like legitimate while going up against Damian Priest.
Drew McIntyre, against Damian Priest.
Drew McIntyre, I'm sorry. I had the
Priest
DP on my mind.
Priest. Yeah, DP and DP together, baby. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know who to pick for this one.
Now, does Damian Priest need to win because Drew McIntyre beat him at Mania? Right. Damian Priest took him out in the Fatal 4-Way, so maybe Drew gets another win over Damian Priest. I don't think it would help him to lose again, but
I think if Drew wins, he's got to cheat to win somehow or something.
Okay. Well,
is there somebody? Match, yeah, exactly. But is there some type of? There's nobody else in this rivalry between these two guys, right? That could really interfere, right?
No.
Maybe we're going to see that Drew kind of learn something from being in the Hell in the Cell match with Punk and all this, and finally he's gonna get a win over DP. Because he kind of wants his revenge on DP this whole time. This is kind of more about Drew McIntyre getting his revenge to a certain extent, right?
Yeah. But you think he got his revenge at Mania, but then DP put him through the tables at Backlash. So kind of even the playing field here. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre needs a monster push. He's been doing great work lately. Drew McIntyre, I think, is going to win this one. I'm
going to go DP, baby. Because everything's bigger, and I was going to say Texas. It's Tampa, but Tampa, yeah. Yeah, Tampa.
Whew. So
DP in Florida and Tampa. I mean, if it was a DP in Miami, I mean, forget about it. You know who would be winning then. Everybody.
Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because this is a non-title match, I'm going to put this one up next. R-Truth versus John Cena. You predicted this all the way up with R-Truth interfering in the title match with Orton. The post-match we saw, or the press conference we saw. This is going to be a non-title match. I want to know your thoughts on it because you were swaying back and forth on this. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm swaying back and forth, and I'm a little. It's what I wanted. I wanted to see R-Truth versus John Cena. I thought it was something that needed to happen. I'm a little. Maybe on SmackDown they can do something and have like a little face-to-face. I think that's what needs to happen. That's what I'm a little. It's feeling a little lackluster. I'm a little disappointed in that we haven't got R-Truth and John Cena in the ring to like cut a promo on each other. All we got was R-Truth, talking about hustle, loyalty, and respect, and cutting that little promo with Wade Barrett, I believe, and that was it. And that he's going to have to beat the sense back into John Cena. But since it's not a title match, it's interesting. Where are we going to go? How's this going to even go? At first, I was like, maybe Punk will come out and help help R-Truth win, but Punk's not going to do that. He's already involved with all other types of stuff.
Right.
So are we even going to see Punk and Cena at Money in the Bank? I don't even know at this point. It doesn't even look like it, unless they're going to wrap everything up with Seth and all that, but I don't see that happening either. So, man, I'm happy to see it happen. Like you said, maybe this is the time for Cody to come out and help R-Truth win, or it'll end in disqualification. That's possible too, but there's no title on the line. So you think you'd put the title on the line if that was the case, right? And then R-Truth could win that way. But I think R-Truth, I'm going to go for R-Truth. It kind of don't make sense, to let Cena lose. But if the championship ain't on the line, there's got to be something to it. Or if they're just going off the pure fact that R-Truth does not deserve a championship shot, and that's why they're doing it like that, which I understand. But in reality, like, how many? It doesn't need to be like that either. If they want to make a championship match, they'll do it. They don't need, they don't go off statistics. This is not where the best wrestle, right? So
yeah.
I mean,
they don't do that. They don't do that there either.
This is Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, they don't do that there either. But I'm gonna stick with it because we don't win or lose anything with our predictions. That Cody Rhodes is gonna come back. He's gonna cost John Cena this match. R-Truth's gonna get a win over his hero. Just builds to the story, adds to the ridiculousness of R-Truth moving forward.
Love R-Truth for it, though. We love R-Truth for it.
Yes, yep. Now the tag team match, we have Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn. I know where you're going with this one, but I just want to hear you say it out loud.
CM Punk and Sami Zayn will win. Yes. That's my predictions. Now, I think there's going to be more to it. I think there's going to be some type of interference, or like people said, maybe Sami Zayn will turn on CM Punk. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
And then you're saying, like, we're talking about Logan Paul and Jey Uso too, but it's like, if they got their own thing going on, do you really see Logan Paul showing up at this point in the match and doing anything? Like, or should Braun and Seth have a decisive victory over Punk and Sami because they don't get along? I don't know.
Yeah, I think something's going to happen where Seth takes like Punk off, and then Braun Breaker beats Sami. It's going to be Night of Returns because I think Seth and Braun are going to win. They're going to get the upper hand. They're going to be taking out Punk and Sami, and then we're going to get the Tribal Chief returning to save Sami and Punk.
Oh, okay. Roman. Yes. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's
see
what
that.
I'm thinking anyway, because Roman's got he's got the history with Sami Zayn and they're friends and stuff. But like Punk and Roman have had that kind of that tension this whole time, and like Punk came and helped Roman for the War Games, and then like the triple threat and everything else. Yeah. And I think this is going to be the ultimate show of like, hey, I got you. Like, we're even now. I got your back, even, whatever.
I got your back. Okay. Yeah. With Paul Heyman and that whole thing. Yeah. So in that case, then you think that Seth and
Braun Breaker will win. Yeah. I think Sami's there to eat the pin.
The cusp of it, and then Roman comes, and it's disqualification. But they should probably win. But hey, it's good to see CM Punk on a Saturday Night Main Event finally. This will be his first one, I believe. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah.
Let's
happy for that.
Effing go.
Let's go.
The main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have the challenger Logan Paul versus main event Yeet Jey Uso.
The heavy Yeet champion.
The heavy Yeet champion. I think there is no chance in hell that Jey Uso is losing that title. He is retaining the championship. He needs a clean win here. I think he's going to get a clean win here. Jey Uso for the win.
Yes. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Yeah. I got Jey Uso winning. There's no way in hell Logan Paul is winning the championship at Saturday Night Main Event.
Beautiful, man. And if there's other matches coming up, hopefully there's at least one more women's match or something. But let us know in the comments who you think is winning this Saturday. Yeah,
because there is no women's match announced. They need to have a women's match on the card, I think. That would be good. I don't know who it would be at this point, but who knows? We'll see what's going to happen. I'm not sure, but I'm pumped for this Saturday night main event for sure, and we'll see what can happen with SmackDown leading into it too, because you never really know that could play a role in it too. Yeah, should be interesting. What do y'all think? What y'all think out there? IWC, yeah. Don't forget AEW is on Sunday night too with Double or Nothing. How you feel about that? Hangman Page, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Winner gets a shot at the AEW World Championship.
Yeah.
Who would you think gonna win that one? Will Ospreay, and then he's gonna go at Moxley, and then get the championship finally.
Yep.
That's who's gonna dethrone Moxley.
Yep.
That's who I think. What about Jamie Hayter, Mercedes Moné?
Don't care.
Oh my God, she lost one of her titles, but one of the other ones. But do you think Mercedes going to get that to go for the championship and then get that championship too? While she's already got the TNT, TBS or TBS, TNT, TBS. Yeah.
I would like her to lose, but I don't see her losing. A lot of people said Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm is a feud from years ago, so
that's true. That can make sense. So maybe Mercedes will finally lose.
Yep,
that would be cool to see that happen. Hurt Syndicate, they're
gonna win.
MJF now, yeah, they got MJF now. They finally took him over. We got Timeless Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah.
Of course, Toni Storm's gonna win that one. That's a given. I mean, come on. Then we got FTR versus Daniel Garcia, the Dynamic Dick with Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, FTR.
Yeah. FTR, and then Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet in a stretcher match.
Stupid.
Where we'll see where the best wrestle. Yes, I'll take Ricochet in that one. I think.
Me too.
Yeah. So there's no Swerve. No Swerve on the card.
Yeah, he's in the Anarchy in the Arena, I think.
Oh, okay. They don't have that on the Wikipedia page.
I don't know if they have the full team yet. I think it's Will Hobbs, Swerve Strickland.
Oh, probably Joe.
Samoa Joe. Oh yeah, so it's probably his. Yeah, who's their third partner? Shibata. Like, come on, bro. Shibata's in the main event of a goddamn pay-per-view. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Whatever. Let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to this weekend.
Do you think AEW is hotter than WWE right now and the better product?
No.
No way in hell.
Has not been for 2 or 3 years.
Exactly. I don't. Even if WWE is kind of like on a little slump here and there, like it still ain't there. Like
not even a competition.
Do as many flips as you want for your 5,000 people. That's it is what it is. You know, not saying it's bad, but I'm not saying it's better. I'll say that. Yeah. So let's go, baby. Everything is heating up. We're getting ready. Saturday night main event, Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam to top it all off. 2-night main event with Cardi B hosting in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. Guess who'll be there? Combat Jones, baby. Woo! Yeah, representing. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays out in that time period.
Yes, sir.
A lot can happen in that time period, but just like the Knicks winning the championship, a lot could happen in that time period, baby. But let's see. We'll see where we're at next week. And then the week after, maybe we'll be in a special. Maybe it'll be a special episode. You never know. Might be from a special underclosed location.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You never know. You never know who's going to show up on the Ringside Renaissance. You never know where we're going to show up. So stay tuned. Yeah, baby. Ringside Renaissance. That's Pretty Deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew. Combat Jones. And you're listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.